Start your own label if nobody won't sign you. Be yourself the way God designed you. Don't it seem like trouble always find you? Think it's all good till a hater come remind you. Go with the flow like Aquaman, cause it'll make the block hot if you pop a man. I watch the news cause I might see a homie. Went to Fort High School.
My name is Monty SS. I'm an artist, producer, / engineer here in Miami, born and raised down here, Miami, Florida. I rap hip hop. Hip hop is very, special to me. It kept me on track throughout life. My life definitely started out rough, and I learned that really young. I have a line in one of my songs. I say, nobody was round. My daddy was in the box seat. You was in the stroller. I was in the hot seat. Kept it 1,000. Grew up in public housing. Made it out the ghetto. Can't take the ghetto out, man. But yeah, I definitely, peeped out my surroundings. I heard the gunshots. I saw the weed, cocaine bags on the floor as I'm walking to school. I knew what was going on. I started peeping and stuff, just with the way my mom raised us in this environment, it made me be more aware, and it made me want to change my surroundings. I was in foster care around that age, and my mom was trying to get us back, so we would be going on visits, seeing her on the weekend and stuff like that, and then going back to live with people who, we're not related to. We was in this system called foster care. At this time, I'm like 9 going on 10. I have a little brother, he's a baby, so I'm holding him as a baby, you know what I'm saying? And wondering when and how we're gonna get back home to our mom. Although I still have to go to school, so I was making good grades, I stayed on the honor roll and things, and then actually, they granted my mom rights to get us back, and so we did go home, and now I'm like 10 years old, back in the neighborhood where I started from. My dad was in jail. I had no father to look up to. My mom started dating a new guy, and he goes to jail. My brother's dad is, deceased, due to the street life. So, definitely don't want no parts of that. I just wanted to better myself and change the environment for my family. At this time, I'm still going strong in school. Actually, I'm on the honor roll. They took me to the Miami Heat games. I got rewarded for just doing the right thing like I'm supposed to be doing in school, So everything is going smooth. I'm in middle school now, and I started to see my older brother rapping and stuff. I see him with crowds, people around him, and I'm trying to get to the crowd, and I can't even get in because there's so many people crowding around him, and he's doing really good, beating on the table and doing good. And so I started trying to rap, and I picked up my pen because I was in school, and started learning about poetry. And my brother ended up going to juvie again, and it took us away from my mom as I was approaching high school. The summer from 8th grade to 9th grade, during my transition, I participated in a camp that was sponsored by the 5,000 Role Models, which was the 500 Role Models back then. Now Congresswoman Frederica Wilson had a special camp where they taught us etiquette, how to eat with the right fork, how to, open up a bank account, how to, behave. It took us on trips to the jailhouses so we can see, what was going on. And my brother was just coming out of juvenile and then ended up going back into it. But I got to see, because I wasn't behaving like that, you know what I'm saying? So I got to see what they eat, how they living, and I didn't want nothing to do with it. The food was nasty, and they tell you what to do. You can't, do certain things. And I like to dress fly, so I can't, so I was like, I didn't want nothing to do with that. So it was a great program, and get into 9th grade, and I'm still loving music. I had to be removed from the house I was living in because I was in foster care. They had took us away from my mom again, and I began to just write more music. So now I go from living in the south part of Miami to living up north off of Northwest 199th Street, which is Miami Gardens now. We call it Carol City. But I'm going to school called Norland, and now trying to play football. And they did an EKG test on me, and they were saying that my heart was irregular or something. It was like, I don't know if it was about the beat or the size of my heart, something like that. So they put me on the injured reserve for my football team, so I couldn't get to play. But what happened is I started performing in the school. We did a show with Trina. During that show, you know, I made a name for myself in the community. I'm in a new community. So at this point, they're trying to take us away from my mom for good. I spoke up in court and, you know, defended my mom and my family. And basically, by me doing that, they granted my mom her rights to get us back. Now, I'm moving from Miami Gardens, Carol City area, the north part of Miami that's close to Broward, all the way to the bottom of Miami. I got all kind of things that I want. I'm 16 years old, enjoying my life. I'm on the football team, you know, I'm doing music. I just did a show with Trina. You know what? I sacrificed it all for my family. So I go home, I have no job, no, you know, like no home phone, lose my girl, have to just rebuild, make new friends. It was a tough time for me. But I was happy to be back with my family. We lived in this area throughout the rest of my high school years. And one day I'm walking from the apartments to a gas station and the police stopped me. They take off my wristbands, my headband, my socks. They want to know if I got weed on me or anything on me. Now, I'm not involved with nothing like that, you know, but they just stereotype me, profile me, you know, and, you know, they just was just pretty much terrorizing the neighborhood, you know, because here I am, I'm sacrificing everything for my family. I got straight A's, you know, making good music. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, but here you are, just, you know, removing all my clothes in front of everybody just to see if I have something on me. You know, and they could tell me, you better go to college, you better get from around here. Not knowing that I already was headed to Full Sail University at the end of the summer because I just graduated from high school. You know, I'm already going to college. What are you telling me? You don't have to tell me this. I grew up in this. You know what I'm saying? This is mine. I want to come back and help fix this. But what you're doing is not fixing it. It's not helping it. You're making the situation worse. So I'm working with an organization now called Guitars Over Guns. And this organization is a special organization. And I feel like it's tailored for my life at this moment. We created this position for me at another organization called Educate Tomorrow, which is an organization that help our foster youth in this community, you know, guide them into going into college and not going into the streets and becoming homeless and going to jail. So this program, Guitars Over Guns, is about taking guns out of kids' hands and putting an instrument in their hand. You can pick whatever instrument you want to, you know, play. If it's piano, they have a piano instructor, teacher. If you want to rap, you get a rap mentor, you know. And so basically I'm a music production mentor. You know, I have a degree from Full Sail University for recording arts. I just had my students perform at the Hard Rock Cafe at Bayside in downtown Miami, and they loved the event so much that they booked us twice for next year, and we're gonna let the whole city know. We wanna get the radio involved and get everybody to come out and to see this talent that we have in this community. In 2010, I was at the first, the inaugural National Mentoring Month. I got invited by President Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, to the White House. And that was a special moment in my life. And it was just crazy, but to actually be a part of that experience was nice, and it made me feel accomplished. It made me feel like I'm actually doing things to get commended by President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama to just say, hey, we know you guys are working hard in Miami, and you know, you're doing your best to help out, and we understand that, and we see you, and we hear you, and we're here for you. So I've been able to see some things and do some things, and it just reassures me, and it keeps me going strong. This is how I live my life, all right? I feel like I owe Martin Luther King something. I feel like we need to respect our freedom. I had a song called Let's chill together, make meals together. We can live together if we respect our freedom. You out here, you can eat what you want, you can wear what you want, take your lady wherever you want. You can drink at whatever water fountain you want. You can go to the games, buy whatever car you want, travel the world. But you out here worried about the person next to you, the person down the street, what they saying or what they doing, and things like that. You enjoy life. You free, man. A lot of people couldn't do this back in the day. And I, for one, want to thank them. I want to thank them. I want to honor them by moving forward, moving our culture forward. I live my life like I'm not going to go to jail. I don't want to kill anybody. I want to live a good life. I make rap music. I make music about the life that I lived, coming up from the streets and my transition to how I'm living now. And I always wanted to be fly, happy, and not just for myself. I'm not a selfish person. I always wanted to help out my family, but guess what? Just the people in my household is not just my family. We all family. We all come from the same environment, So I just believe that, we need to respect our freedom. These people fought for this. They died for this. They got, beat on for this, locked up, for no reason and sprayed down with water and all of this just for us. You need to wake up, y'all. We need to wake up and pay attention to what's going on, because life is going on and it's going to keep going on, So that's how I feel. I never really wanted to be a role model. I just wanted to live a good life and just be happy and make my mama proud. And this is the guy that's sitting before you now. Here I am.
Black and I'm proud, money stacks to the cloud. For the cash, I'm a proud, never asked to be allowed. Get your plan up, so you can get them grands up, you hear me? So you can pull your fam up.